to my YouTube channel. Today I'm actually just going to do a short video on the notebook setup I've been using and transitioning from one notebook holder to another. I don't like calling these traveller's notebooks because this isn't a traveller's notebook. It's a piece of leather holding a series of notebooks in, mimicking a traveller's notebook style. This is a Foxy Fix Wanderlust pocket size, and I bought this because I was using Field Notes memo books, wanted something to hold them together. This worked fairly well. The reason I chose this one in particular is I love the colour of the leather. It's really, really pretty. It's a nice sort of light brown caramelly colour. The mint elastic as well was a big seller for me. I'm a sucker for anything mint. And then there was some quite nice detailing like with the stitching here. So I was using this notebook holder. In it I had a total of 3 notebooks. One was a monthly calendar, so that kind of just continued in the rotation. And then I was using a Field Notes for just sort of catching information, writing down to-do lists, anything like that. My calendar would have gone in here, and then I had sort of an on-the-go journal where I would just scribble down anything that would happen throughout the day that I just wanted to get off my chest, and that would sit in the back here. The reason I actually shifted away from this setup kind of surprised me, to be honest, because I've always used Field Notes for about 2 or 3 years. It's the one notebook I do carry around with me. However, I just actually found the passport size notebooks better. I like the fact they're a little bit wider, a little bit shorter. I like the Midori paper. It allows me to use my fountain pens. So I actually wanted to shift back into this. And the only other thing that actually quite frustrated me about the Foxy Fix overall, which I wasn't expecting again, was these 4 pieces of elastic. So as you can see here, you actually end up between the notebook you put in the front and the back with quite a big gap in between. And when you're writing, either in the front notebook or the back notebook, you kind of get some sort of gradient, as you can see there. And I actually keep writing in these notebooks. I don't take it out, use one, that kind of thing. I just want to flip it open and write down what I need to. And actually what happens is you're kind of losing part of the page because of that gradient. So the more notebooks you have in it, the bulkier it gets, and then the harder it gets to write on the full width of the notebook itself. And again, you can see here when you've got it open, there's quite a big step between the first and final elastics. So not a big deal. I'm not saying I won't ever go back in and use this system again, but for now it's just not for me. So that one is out. This one is in. So I picked up the new camel coloured traveller's notebook in the passport size. I really, really like the colour of the leather. It's quite similar actually to the Foxy Fix. As you can see, it does mark. Other people that have reviewed this have sort of said that as well. It doesn't bother me, it's leather. It's there to get beaten up, I guess. This has been out of a backpack this weekend, which is where it's picked up quite a few of its scuff marks, because I've not actually been using it for too long, only about a week. So that's fine. I love the green elastic as well against the brown leather. That looks really, really pretty. So in this one, with a slightly different setup, I have the Midori passport pouch here, which just holds, to be honest, not a lot, but I have it there because it's quite handy. The zipper part is quite good. The first notebook I have is a plain refill, and in that, again, I just use it for to-do lists, to jot stuff down, things I need to do. All goes in here. I really like this because it's fountain pen friendly. I quite like plain paper because there's no restrictions. I can scribble something down and not have to stick to any grid ruling or anything like that, so I quite like it. I actually had one of these knocking around, so I'm just recycling an old one. And this is the 64-page notebook. Then you go into my monthly calendar. This is a personal monthly calendar, so it just has all my appointments in, bits and bobs, and it works quite well, so I really like that. That sits in the middle because it's just easy to flick through, and I don't have to sort of find a page as such. The back one, I actually have put in here a sketchbook. I think this is a fairly new refill for the passport size, or at least a lot easier now to get hold of in Europe. It's only got 32 pages, I believe, so half the size of a standard passport size notebook. I'm trying to draw more this year, learn to doodle, and having one actually on the go with me is quite handy. So that just sits there. And then you've got the reverse pocket here, which just holds things like some washi tape, postage stamps, that kind of thing. You can also see at the back here where there's a couple of markings on the leather. That was actually from the washi card, which I've now moved into this side because it was sat in the back here in one of these credit card slots. But overall, I really, really like being back in the passport size. As I said, I think this is my preferred notebook size choice, which I was kind of surprised by. I've used the pocket size for so long now, but the additional width that you get with the Midori is quite a bit nicer. So that's what I have been using, and I will continue to use for some time, I think. I love this colour. It looks fantastic. I have got the standard brown Traveller's Notebook, and as you can see, they do look a little bit different. Both equally as pretty, both lovely, both a great notebook, and I love the Midori brand stuff. It's very durable, holds up well, and looks great, but I will be sticking with the camel colour for the foreseeable future. Once I've been in it a bit longer, I will do a full review, actually, written or video, not sure yet, about how I'm finding it, how the leather actually does cope over a period of time. As you can see, this one, 1 week old, marks there. This one is like 2-3 years old, and it doesn't scuff in the same way. So the leather is obviously different. So it will be interesting to see over a period of time how this does change and how the leather does distress. So I will look at my Midori Traveller's Notebook setup as a complete thing in the near future, and hopefully you'll appreciate that. So if there's anything you would like to see or like me to include in that, please let me know.